Welcome to my channel, Old Coins History 333. In this video, I am going to tell you about the rare Roosevelt dime from the United States of America, which is very valuable and very old. Top 1. Today to this deep dive into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1999 Roosevelt dime. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of coins, you'll want to stick around, because this video is going to reveal everything there is to know about this iconic dime. From its history and design to its minting process, the stories behind it, and, of course, the eye-popping value it commands today. By the end, you'll understand why this unassuming little dime could be worth as much as $35,000. Let's start by taking a step back in time. To understand the Roosevelt dime, we first need to understand its origin. The dime has long been a staple in American currency, but the Roosevelt dime specifically holds a very special place in history. The year 1946 marked the introduction of the Roosevelt dime, just a year after the death of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt had led the country through some of its darkest times, steering the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. He was loved by many, admired for his leadership and vision, and became a symbol of hope for millions. In 1945, shortly after Roosevelt's death, the U.S. Treasury Department decided to honor him with a coin. At the time, the dime had been in circulation with the same design since 1916, featuring Lady Liberty. So, a new design was commissioned, and the task of creating it was given to the artist John R. Sinek. Sinek's design depicted a left-facing profile of Roosevelt, which was both respectful and symbolic of his dignity and commitment to public service. On the reverse side of the coin, Sinek chose an emblem that symbolized America's strength: a torch, olive branch, and oak branch. The torch represents freedom, the olive branch signifies peace, and the oak branch stands for strength and independence. It was a fitting tribute to a president who had lived through and helped guide the nation through great challenges. Fast forward to 1999. A few decades had passed since the Roosevelt dime was first issued, and by this time, it had become a familiar face in American currency. But in 1999, something quite special happened, something that would capture the attention of collectors and coin enthusiasts for years to come. This was the year when a small, rare anomaly occurred that would cause the 1999 Roosevelt dime to become one of the most highly sought-after coins in the entire world of numismatics. You see, minting errors, while not particularly uncommon, are usually minor and unnoticeable by most people. However, when the U.S. Mint made a mistake with the placement of the mint mark on certain dimes that year, a valuable variety emerged. The mint mark, which is typically located on the reverse of the coin, was misaligned in a way that created what's known as the wide mint mark variety. Instead of the mint mark being tightly spaced, it was wide and off-center, making it look completely different from the standard dimes of that year. But how significant was this error? Well, in the world of coin collecting, even the smallest variations in minting can have a massive impact on value. And because these wide mint mark dimes were so rare, collectors began to take notice. In fact, the wide mint mark variety would go on to become one of the most prized versions of the Roosevelt dime, valued far above its original face value. Let's take a step back for a moment to talk about what makes this variety so valuable. Coins, especially rare varieties, are valued based on several factors, with rarity and condition being the primary drivers of their worth. A coin that's in mint condition, uncirculated, and with a significant error can be worth far more than a coin that's worn or damaged. The 1999 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark is incredibly rare, with estimates suggesting that fewer than 100 examples were ever struck this way. This extreme rarity is what drives the demand among collectors, which in turn drives up the price. But let's also consider the historical and cultural significance of the 1999 Roosevelt dime. The Roosevelt dime, introduced in 1946, has been in circulation for decades, and in 1999, it marked an important point in the coin's long life. It was a coin that had been with the American people through times of prosperity and hardship, through wars and peacetime, through economic highs and lows. For a collector, owning a coin like the 1999 wide mint mark Roosevelt dime isn't just about having a rare piece of currency. It's about holding a symbol of America's journey and resilience. In terms of design, the 1999 Roosevelt dime remains faithful to Sinek's original vision. Roosevelt's dignified profile continues to represent the ideals of leadership, commitment, and service. On the reverse, the torch, olive branch, and oak branch are as timeless as ever, echoing the spirit of unity and strength that Roosevelt personified. This sense of continuity, along with the story behind the coin, makes it even more attractive to collectors who appreciate the coin's role in American history. Now, let's talk about the minting details of the 1999 Roosevelt dime. Just like other Roosevelt dimes, it was struck in copper-nickel clad, a durable alloy that has been the standard for dimes since 1965. The coin's size, shape, and weight remain consistent, and the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all produced the dimes in 1999. The mint mark, typically found to the right of the date on the reverse of the coin, was placed by hand, and that's where the error occurred. In the case of the wide mint mark dimes, the mint marks were placed slightly too far apart, creating a noticeably wider appearance that immediately set these coins apart from the standard dimes. The story behind these dimes doesn't just lie in their production. It's also about the excitement and anticipation that comes with finding one of these rare varieties. For a coin collector, discovering a 1999 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark can feel like striking gold. After all, it's not just about the coin. It's about the thrill of the hunt. It's about the mystery of whether a seemingly ordinary coin might turn out to be something extraordinary. Now, let's talk about the value of this coin. The wide mint mark Roosevelt dime from 1999 can fetch incredible prices, particularly when it's in excellent condition. Coins that have been graded as MS 67 or higher, meaning they are nearly flawless and in pristine condition, can sell for thousands of dollars. But the most valuable specimens, the ones that have been verified as genuine wide mint mark varieties by reputable grading services like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can be worth astronomical sums. Some of these coins have sold for as much as $35,000, an extraordinary sum for a coin whose face value is just 10 cents. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if your 1999 Roosevelt dime has the wide mint mark. It's actually quite simple to spot once you know what to look for. Examine the mint mark closely. If it appears wider than usual, with more space between the letters and digits, there's a good chance you've found one of these rare varieties. If you think you might have one, it's best to have the coin professionally graded to determine its authenticity and condition. But remember, not every 1999 Roosevelt dime is going to be worth tens of thousands of dollars. The vast majority of these coins are just regular dimes. And while they hold historical significance and are beloved by collectors, their value remains close to face value. That said, there's always the possibility that you have a hidden gem in your collection, so it's worth checking your coins carefully. And that's part of what makes collecting so exciting. Whether you're holding a rare coin that could be worth a fortune, or simply a well-loved piece of American history, every coin tells a story. And the 1999 Roosevelt dime, with its mysterious mint mark and its deep ties to American history, is one of the most captivating stories of them all. As we conclude this journey through the world of the 1999 Roosevelt dime, I hope you've gained a new appreciation for the significance of this coin. It's more than just a piece of currency. It's a symbol of resilience, history, and opportunity. And who knows? The next time you dig through your change jar, you might just find a little piece of history that's worth much more than you ever imagined. Whether you're a collector or just someone fascinated by the stories hidden in plain sight, the Roosevelt dime is a coin that continues to captivate and inspire. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting! Top 2. In the history of American currency, the 2002 Roosevelt dime. What makes this seemingly humble 10-cent piece so captivating? Is it just another dime? Or is there something about it that elevates its status to the level of rare and highly sought-after collectibles? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what makes the 2002 Roosevelt dime such an incredible find, and how it could be worth a staggering $40,000. The Roosevelt dime, first introduced in 1946, is an enduring symbol of American currency. The coin was issued to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, just a year after his passing. Roosevelt's legacy, his leadership during the Great Depression, his role in World War II, and his tireless commitment to social welfare made him a beloved figure in American history. Thus, it was fitting that his image would adorn the dime, a coin that would circulate widely and remain a part of everyday life for generations. The original design of the Roosevelt dime was created by artist John R. Sinek. The obverse features Roosevelt's left-facing profile, designed to capture his dignity and leadership. On the reverse, Sinek included a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength, tying Roosevelt's ideals to the design of the coin. Since its inception, the Roosevelt dime has been a staple of American coinage, and it remains one of the most familiar coins in circulation. Fast forward to 2002, a time when the Roosevelt dime had been in circulation for over half a century. While most of the coins in circulation that year were standard issue dimes, it was also a year that marked a key moment for collectors: the emergence of rare, valuable varieties that would grab the attention of numismatists worldwide. You might be wondering, what makes the 2002 Roosevelt dime stand out in a sea of millions of dimes minted every year? The answer lies in the subtle yet significant minting errors and rare varieties that exist within this particular year's coinage. While the 2002 dimes were struck in the usual copper-nickel-clad composition, it was a small but highly notable error in the minting process that would give rise to some very rare and valuable coins. The primary source of value for the 2002 Roosevelt dime comes from a mistake made at the U.S. Mint, a variety that is now known to collectors as the 2002 P dime with a wide mint mark. To understand why this variety is so significant, let's first talk about the minting process and what a mint mark actually is. Mint marks are small letters or symbols on a coin that indicate which U.S. Mint facility produced the coin. For the Roosevelt dime, the mint mark is typically placed just beneath the date on the reverse side. The most common mint marks for the Roosevelt dime are D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark, which signifies the coin was minted at the Philadelphia Mint in 2002. Most of the Roosevelt dimes were struck with the regular mint mark placements. However, a small number of dimes were struck with an unusually wide P mint mark, indicating they were produced in Philadelphia, but with a significant variation. In these coins, the mint mark appeared much wider than usual, resulting in a distinct error that would be highly prized by collectors. The discovery of this wide P mint mark variety sparked excitement within the numismatic community. The rarity of the error made these coins much more desirable, and as word spread, demand for the 2002 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark soared. But what exactly makes this variety so valuable? In the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. The more rare and unusual a coin is, the more it becomes sought after. Mint errors, like the wide mint mark, can drastically increase a coin's value, as collectors chase after these anomalies. What's more, the 2002 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark is particularly special because it is an example of how small details, such as the placement of a mint mark, can completely alter a coin's value. But there's more to this story than just the minting error. In addition to the wide mint mark, another factor contributing to the coin's value is its condition. When it comes to rare coins, the quality of the coin is paramount. Coins that are in near-perfect or pristine condition can fetch far higher prices than those that are worn, scratched, or damaged. Professional coin grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, play a critical role in determining the value of these coins. A 2002 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark can be worth anywhere from a few $100s to several thousand, depending on its condition. However, when a coin is graded at a high level, such as MS 67 or higher, it can skyrocket in value. At this grade, a 2002 Roosevelt dime with a wide mint mark has been evaluated as nearly flawless, with no signs of wear, discoloration, or damage. These coins are considered exceptional and represent the pinnacle of numismatic preservation. And that's when the big bucks start rolling in. But what's the highest price ever achieved for a 2002 Roosevelt dime with a wide mint mark? Believe it or not, there have been instances where these rare coins have been sold for as much as $40,000. Yes, you heard that right, $40,000 for a coin worth just 10 cents at face value. When you consider how many coins are minted each year, and how few of them actually become valuable collector's items, it's clear why the 2002 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark is so coveted. So how can you determine if you have one of these valuable coins? Well, it's simple to check. Just look at the mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. If it appears unusually wide, with more space between the P and the other elements of the coin, then you may have stumbled upon one of these rare treasures. If you think you have a wide mint mark dime, the next step is to have it professionally graded to confirm its authenticity and condition. A certified coin from a respected grading company will not only give you peace of mind, but it will also maximize the coin's value when it comes time to sell. It's also important to note that the wide mint mark variety isn't the only factor contributing to the desirability of the 2002 Roosevelt dime. The history behind the Roosevelt dime itself adds another layer of appeal. For many collectors, the Roosevelt dime represents a direct connection to American history. The dime was first issued in the post-World War II era, and it's been circulating through the economy for decades, serving as a symbol of the nation's resilience and progress. Franklin D. Roosevelt, whose image adorns the coin, is a figure of great historical importance. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II is the stuff of legend, and his image on the dime is a reminder of the values that shaped modern America. As a result, the 2002 Roosevelt dime, whether it's a standard issue coin or one of the rare wide mint mark varieties, appeals to a wide range of collectors. Some are drawn to it for its historical significance, while others are enticed by the potential for profit. Either way, the Roosevelt dime holds a unique place in American coinage, and the 2002 edition stands out as a particularly intriguing chapter in its long history. When it comes to collecting coins, the thrill of the hunt is what drives many enthusiasts. Searching through rolls of coins, checking your change, and scouring the world for hidden treasures. It's all part of the excitement. And with coins like the 2002 Roosevelt dime with the wide mint mark, the stakes are higher than ever. A simple coin, one that you might find in a pocket or jar, could be worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 2002 Roosevelt dime, particularly the rare, wide P mint mark variety, represents both an exciting discovery and a rewarding investment for collectors. Whether you're just beginning your numismatic journey or you're a seasoned expert, the 2002 Roosevelt dime offers a fascinating glimpse into the world of rare coins and the stories they tell. And with some of these coins fetching as much as $40,000, it's clear that sometimes the most ordinary items can turn out to be priceless treasures. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins, their history, and how to spot valuable varieties, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep an eye on your change. Your next treasure could be just a dime away. Happy collecting! Top 3. We're talking about the 2012 Roosevelt dime, a coin that, despite its small size and humble face value of just 10 cents, has captured the attention of collectors and numismatists alike. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know everything there is to know about this particular coin. Its history, its design, its minting process, its appeal to collectors, and of course, its incredible value today, which can reach as high as $22,000. Yes, you heard that right, $22,000 for a dime. The Roosevelt dime is an iconic coin that has been circulating in the United States since 1946. Designed to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, the coin was introduced just months after his death in 1945. Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression, his role in World War II, and his legacy as a champion of the common people made him a beloved figure in American history. It was fitting that such a coin should bear his image, as it became a lasting tribute to his service to the nation. The design of the Roosevelt dime is simple yet powerful. The obverse features a left-facing profile of Roosevelt, crafted by artist John R. Sinnock. Sinnock's design captures Roosevelt's dignified expression and was meant to convey his strength, resilience, and dedication to the American people. On the reverse side of the coin, we find the familiar torch, olive branch, and oak branch, a trio of symbols that represent liberty, peace, and strength, respectively. These elements together symbolize Roosevelt's ideals and the values he fought for during his presidency. While the Roosevelt dime itself is a familiar and enduring symbol of American currency, the 2012 version holds a special place in the hearts of collectors, and not just because of its historical significance. This coin, like many others before it, was struck in large numbers. Yet within those millions of dimes, there were a few rare examples that would become prized treasures for collectors. But before we get into the rarities of the 2012 Roosevelt dime, let's talk a little bit about the minting process that brings each coin into existence. Like all U.S. coins, the Roosevelt dime is produced by the United States Mint, which operates several facilities around the country. For the 2012 dime, coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by the absence of a mint mark, the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark, and the West Point Mint, which often handles special mintings. In 2012, the U.S. Mint struck over 1 billion dimes, as it did most years. These coins were produced in the familiar copper-nickel clad composition, which has been standard since the 1960s. Most of the 2012 dimes were meant to be used for everyday transactions, but as with many coins, there were a small number of anomalies that would make the 2012 Roosevelt dime a treasure for collectors. For most casual observers, a 2012 Roosevelt dime is nothing more than a 10-cent coin. However, among the millions produced that year, a few subtle variations emerged, making certain dimes more valuable than others. The two primary factors that influence the value of a coin are its rarity and condition. Even the smallest deviations in the minting process can result in a coin that's worth far more than its face value. One of the most notable variations for the 2012 Roosevelt dime is a subtle but important error that occurred during the minting process. Double die variety, where certain details of the design appear to be slightly doubled. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is mistakenly struck more than once, causing some elements of the design to appear blurry or doubled in certain areas. These errors are relatively rare and are highly sought after by collectors who are always on the lookout for coins with minting mistakes. The 2012 Roosevelt dime has also been subject to another form of collector appeal: its availability in pristine condition. Coins that are graded as uncirculated, or MS 67, and higher are considered in exceptional condition. Uncirculated coins, those that have never been in circulation and thus remain in pristine, mint condition, are particularly valuable because they represent the highest possible quality of a coin. When a 2012 Roosevelt dime in MS 67 or higher is discovered, it can sell for thousands of dollars, as these coins are much rarer than you might expect. However, it's not just errors or high-quality coins that make the 2012 Roosevelt dime appealing to collectors. The 2012 version of the dime also came at a time when the U.S. economy and the state of currency were in the spotlight. The country was emerging from the effects of the Great Recession, and many people began to view coins and currency as a way to invest, preserve wealth, or even speculate on rare finds. As interest in coins and coin collecting grew, so did the value of rare, high-quality coins, and the 2012 Roosevelt dime quickly became one of the most coveted coins among collectors. As collectors began to search for the most valuable versions of the 2012 Roosevelt dime, a few pieces began to emerge that would push the coin's value far beyond its typical 10-cent face value. Coins with unique minting errors, especially those with double dies or other rare anomalies, began to fetch prices that stunned the numismatic world. In fact, certain examples of the 2012 Roosevelt dime have been known to sell for as much as $22,000, an extraordinary amount for a coin that, in regular circumstances, is worth only a dime. How could this happen? It all comes down to rarity and collector demand. When a coin is in near-perfect condition or has an unusual minting error, its value can skyrocket due to its uniqueness. There is only one perfect coin, and when a particular error or variety is identified, collectors flock to obtain it, sometimes pushing the price to record highs. So, if you're holding a 2012 Roosevelt dime, how can you tell if it's worth more than just a few cents? Start by examining the mint mark, if it's present. Look for any irregularities in the design. Is there a noticeable doubling in the lettering or numbers? Pay close attention to the overall quality of the coin. Does it have any wear and tear? If your coin is in exceptional condition or displays a rare minting error, you might have just found a valuable piece of numismatic history. It's also important to have any potentially valuable coins professionally graded. This is where the professionals come in. Grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, provide the most accurate assessments of a coin's value. They evaluate the coin's authenticity, condition, and whether any errors or anomalies are present. Once graded, the coin can be sold for significantly higher prices, depending on its grade and rarity. And it's not just the collectors who are searching for rare coins like the 2012 Roosevelt dime. Investors have become more involved in the numismatic market, seeing rare coins as a hedge against inflation and an alternative investment to traditional assets. Some even see these coins as a way to preserve wealth, as their value can rise over time, particularly if they are tied to key historical moments or if they carry an error that makes them one of a kind. So, as you can see, there's much more to the 2012 Roosevelt dime than meets the eye. This little 10-cent coin has a fascinating history, a unique design, and a surprising appeal to collectors and investors alike. Whether it's due to its minting errors, its pristine condition, or the historical context surrounding its creation, the 2012 Roosevelt dime is far from ordinary. But let's return to the big question. What is the true value of the 2012 Roosevelt dime? As of today, a 2012 Roosevelt dime in pristine, uncirculated condition, or with a rare error, can fetch up to $22,000. This staggering figure underscores the unpredictable nature of coin collecting and how rarity and condition can elevate a coin's worth far beyond its face value. In conclusion, the 2012 Roosevelt dime, while seemingly ordinary at first glance, is a coin with a rich history and surprising value. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just someone interested in the world of numismatics, this coin is a perfect example of how the smallest details and rarities can make all the difference. Keep your eyes peeled the next time you go through your change. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Thank you for joining me today, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins. Until next time, happy collecting!